Again, at CityScene TV, tonight's show is all about entertainment right here in Camarillo. Our guests are going to talk to us about the Camarillo Cafe, which has been happening in Camarillo for many years. It's not an actual eatery, but a music venue. And if you haven't checked it out, it's a great place for some great talent. Welcome Gary Lynch, who's the producer, and Ernest Troost, who's going to be performing this month at the Camarillo Cafe. Welcome, guys.
Welcome to both of you.
Thank you for having us.
We'll point out that we'll do sort of a briefer interview because Ernest is going to actually perform.
He's going to perform for us tonight. Yeah. Okay, great. So let's start out with a little bit of Camarillo Cafe 101. How long has it been happening? What were its roots?
Well, it's been going on for almost 22 years now. The first show was in September 1989. The Camarillo Cafe was founded by Jack Zipperer, who ran it for 20 years before turning the reins over to my wife, Kathy, and me.
Wow. And we had Jack on many years ago.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
To talk about it.
Yeah.
So are there performances? Tell us the schedule of the performances. Are they monthly? Are they weekly? How do you schedule that?
I never know whether to call it bi-monthly or semi-monthly, but we're on the first.
Twice a month.
No, I'm sorry, the third Friday of odd-numbered months. So
gotcha. January,
March, May, July, September, and November, so six shows a year.
Got it.
And again, it's a great venue. It's a tight venue. It used to be out at the Oak Club at the airport, and now it's over at the community center at the senior center, which is tell us about that. A great venue.
Oh, we just love it there. Yeah, it was at the airport at the Freenup Center for until 2009 when we moved it, or Jack moved it to the senior center, and I really love that room. It's very intimate, really good acoustics. It's just much more immediate.
Yeah,
I like it very much.
And how many people does it accommodate?
It can hold about 110 people altogether.
And do you generally get a pretty big turnout?
Our average crowd has been maybe 60 or 70 people.
Okay,
we're slowly growing, though.
Yeah.
You know, we're doing a lot of good things to help our attendance, and this is one of them, I hope.
That's great. Yeah.
And so, Ernest, have you performed at the cafe before? Or is this your first time? Or?
This is my first time.
Very cool. Well, tell us about your stuff. What do you do?
Well, my music is mostly what you might call Piedmont blues-inspired fingerstyle folk music, story songs and things like that. I've tried to write music that sounds like it's been around for maybe 100 years, and that's pretty much how I'd characterize it. I also have done songs for years, but when I went to college, I studied jazz and classical music. So after that, I came to Los Angeles to do music for film and television. Oh. So I do that as well, and have done that for many years.
Write the score, right?
That's right. The score is mostly for orchestra. I conduct the orchestra and write and conduct, so it's kind of a different thing. And then in the last 10 years, I've gotten back to doing songwriting and performing, so it's kind of full circle.
So for the past 10 years, you've been doing the folk rock thing?
Yeah. Yeah, playing around. I played, I don't know if you know, the Kerrville Folk Festival in Texas. It's the longest running
Heard of it, never been.
Festival, and it's got a pretty well-known songwriting competition. And I won that 2 years ago.
Wow.
And people like Steve Earle, Lucinda Williams, Lyle Lovett, they all won it at various times. So it's kind of a nice thing. And since winning that, I've had the opportunity to play in a lot of places in Texas and New Mexico. And
do you live locally?
I live in Los Angeles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Wow.
So what kind of, if you're okay to say, what kind of productions, what kind of movies or shows have you?
Well, in the feature film area, the only one, well, the best known one is probably Tremors with Kevin Bacon, Big Worms Under the Ground. I got to use a lot of my kind of rootsy blues music in that for the characters. That was a lot of fun. And I've done Lesson Before Dying was a Don Cheadle movie for HBO that won a lot of awards. And then most recently, the last 10 years, I've been doing a lot of Hallmark Hall of Fames, the things that go on at during the holidays. You know, I'm kind of responsible for you crying in your turkey stuffing kind of thing, at Thanksgiving and Christmas.
John does that every year.
Yeah.
So should we talk a little bit about the cafe? Is there a charge? Do you charge to come and listen to the musicians?
That's right. We Our admission
Let's
is
throw some photos up there too.
Okay,
while we're
yeah,
talking.
talk through them.
okay. Our admission is very affordable, $10 per person, and that really is a bargain because
And here it is.
and that's what it looks like when you walk into the back of the room and find a seat. This is a picture from our 20th anniversary show with Jack, and my wife made this collage of posters and photos from the previous 20 years, and he was really thrilled to get that.
And we should probably also say that it's a smoke-free, alcohol-free environment.
That's right.
And it's all about the music.
It's all about the music. It's a really good listening room. We had a special Songmakers show in December, and that was there. This is just a show that once in a while I get up and help the band out. That's my friend Richard Berman from Massachusetts who asked me to play bass for him. So I did. There we are posing with Stephanie Bettman and Luke Halpin back in January. And Melanie Devaney also played that show. And for once we had the presence of mind to have our pictures taken with our performers, so that was fun.
Yeah, I saw Rob Rio there last year, and I had Laura Meyer there not too long ago.
Yes. That's Sabrina and Craig, who played in March. And we'll be talking about open mic a little later. This is Garrett Swain, who played open mic in March, and everybody liked him so much we booked him for July of next year.
Very cool.
So tell us quickly about open mic, because I think we're going to get to the performance here pretty quick, right? We'll close out the show with that.
Our open mic session is a revered old Camarillo Cafe tradition. Every show starts with a 1/2 hour open mic session. We put out a sign-up sheet where up to 6 people can sign up. If it fills up, then each person only gets to play one song. But we quite often don't fill it up, and so we tell everybody to come prepared to do 2.
Right.
And if they're lucky, they'll get it. And we have really found a lot of really good talent through the open mic.
Terrific.
So
That's
it's
neat.
always a lot of fun.
Well, we're gonna give you some talent right now, some signed talent. Got his own CDs. We're gonna have Ernest play a tune for us. And before we go, give us the website.
It's www.camarillocafé.com.
Okay.
You can also find us on Facebook at Facebook/CamCafe.
Great.
Great.
I've been hearing Grandpa's ghost calling out to me, looking for that sweet land, California, where the honeysuckle blossoms tumble to the sea. Looking for that sweet land, California. He walked out of Arkansas in 1934, looking for that sweet land, California. Didn't want very much, just a little more. For that sweet land, California. There's a scent of citrus on the breeze, and the land gets down upon its knees to touch the ever-restless seas and wipe the slate clean. Well, Boulder City took him in with dust on his shoes, making for that sweet land, California. No need to worry, son, we got no union dues if you're making for that sweet land, California. Well, he helped out with the grading, and they asked him if he'd stay, making for that sweet land, California. Started up a family, put his traveling shoes away, and his thoughts of that sweet land, California. Carved the stone, lifted sand, we cut the steel with burnished hands. We run the water across the land to turn the bears green. Well, lying in the cool grass beneath the lemon sky, thinking about that sweet land, California. Said, I hope these shoes will take me to the sea before I die. Thinking about that sweet land, California. He took out those trusty shoes in the spring of '69, thinking about that sweet land, California. He sat down on that front porch and said, this is where I lie, with my dreams of that sweet land, California. We carved stone, lifted sand. We cut the steel with burnished hands. We run the water across the land and turn the valleys green. There's a sense of citrus on the breeze, and the land gets down upon its knees to touch the ever-restless seas and wipe the slate clean. I've been hearing Grandpa's ghost calling out to me, looking for that sweet land, California, where the honeysuckle blossoms tumble to the sea. Looking for that sweet land, California.